There's a persuasion technique that you're probably familiar with called consistency. And it's this idea that we like things that are consistent. We like what we can expect more of. And I think there's something here that's deeper than the obvious. And so, what I'm going to teach you today, it's going to be a shorter episode than usual. And that's okay, because that means you get more of the time that you budgeted. And it also means that you'll learn something new and different that you didn't otherwise know. So it'll be worth to keep watching. Consistency means I know what to expect from you, which is good. Now, if you read anything or watch anything about persuasion and marketing and sales and influence and psychology and all hypnosis even and all these activities that are about making people give us what we want, which is what you're watching this channel for, and maybe learning about the news and other different things you didn't know much about. If we leave that at face value, we're going to miss something important. Consistency doesn't matter until it does. No one has ever said, I bought that product because of consistency. Huh? I decided to marry this person because they were consistent. That's kind of cope and an excuse and sort of a logical justification for the real reason, isn't it? So, what's the real reason? We generally like people that are consistent, certainly, but we don't decide things based on that. Men who are consistent get turned down by women every hour of the day and twice at midnight. So what is the secret of consistency? Consistency, as I said, doesn't matter until it does. So when does it matter? When it hurts. I argue that what we think of as consistency persuasion technique that Robert Cialdini and others have written about as being essential to influence, people flip-flop all the time and no one cares. But you flip-flop on something that matters when it matters, you are hosed. So really, consistency should be called integrity persuasion, which is what I suggest that we call it. What that means is you are consistent with what you have stated matters to you, with what you have said are your principles, your North Star, your guiding light in this life, your faith, let's say. And it costs you anyway. When we say we like consistency, we value consistency, we're persuaded by consistency, that's what that means. It means we can trust you to do the right thing by you, by your own standards, by your own principles. That doesn't mean you always consistently every time do what we want you to do. That's a different matter. It means that you're consistent. It means we can trust you to do what you say you're going to do based on what is important to you. That means we can accurately predict what you will do in the future in uncertain situations. Therefore, you're qualified to be our leader. That's what is meant by consistency persuasion. Some people watching this are probably feeling a little bit convicted because they're now realizing they told their significant other they were going to do something because it was important to them, and you didn't. Yet. There's still time. And the couple of you watching this who are thinking about this, yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know who you said it to. You know how often you said it. You know it's still sitting there. It's not done yet, and everybody can see it. In fact, everyone can see it for so long that most people have even forgotten it's there. It kind of just blends in. The reticular activating system has been deactivated. But now that I've reactivated it, you know it's there and you know what you need to do. So go do it. In fact, we'll end it right here, early. I'll give you 10 minutes. In order to be more persuasive in your life, do what you say you're going to do. Do what you say is important to you, especially when it's inconvenient, because that's when it counts. That's when integrity meets influence. So go be persuasive. Go do it.